Welcome back, everybody, to Welch's Math class. We are glad you came here to get a little bit of help and how to figure out what your repayment would be if you borrowed some money. Let's suppose for a second that you borrowed $2,454.37. Okay, you've got a good job now, you've graduated from Aiken Tech, got that dream job, you need to go buy some new furniture to kind of dress up what your lifestyle is to match that good new job you've got, and you've got good credit. So you go and borrow this money and you buy in some new furniture and you decide, I'm going to pay this back over 36 months, over a 36-month time frame. Pay the loan back in that time frame right here. How would I figure out, or what would my monthly payment be? What would my monthly payment be in this situation? Well, let's take a look. First of all, we're going to realize that if we take this and split it up into 36 separate payments, or another way to look at it is we're going to divide this money into 36 separate individual payments. It tells me that the way I'm going to come up with an answer is going to be through division. So what I want to do is set up a long division problem with this. Copy this if you need to. I'm going to do a quick erasure here, give myself some space so we can work this problem out. Okay, so first we're just going to realize that it's 36 months and we're dividing that into, I think it was $2,454.37. 37 cents. I think that's the amount that we had. And we should be able to figure out what a monthly payment would be by doing this long division. In doing the long division, first thing I want to realize is that I do not have any decimal already in my divisor. So that's good. And so my position for my decimal on the dividend on the inside is just fine exactly the way it is. I'm going to go ahead and position my decimal right here between this 4 and this 3 in my quotient, in my answer. Okay? Now, the other thing I'm going to go ahead and do here is this may not come out exactly even. So I'm going to go ahead and draw myself a line here. I'm going to put 1 0 here. I know I want to round my answer to the nearest cent because we're talking about money. These are dollars, dimes, pennies, cents, and this would be used to round off the cent if I need to. Let's do some division and see what happens. First of all, 36 into 2 won't go, into 24 won't go. So we're going to just X and X right here. My first division is actually 36 into 245. I'm going to have to kind of make a guess at that. And so I'll go kind of to the side or on some scratch paper. And let's make the guess. Let's make the guess of maybe 6 times, 7 times. Let's do 36 times 7 over here on the side and see how close we can get to 245. 7 times 6 is 42. 7 times 6 is 42. 2 carry 4. 7 times 3 is 21. 21 and 4 is 25. Okay, let me double check that. 7 times 6 is 42. Okay, so good. Now, that's really close, but it's too much. It's right above 245, so it's going to have to be 36 times 6. Now, I don't want to erase this over here because I might need this later. This will give me a good reference point for later work if I want to do it. But now let's go ahead and do 36 times 6. 6 times 6 is 36. Put down the 6, carry the 3. 6 times 3, 18. 18 plus 3 is 21, 216. So I'm going to use a 6 right above the 5. Okay, so, and I'm going to put in a 216 right here, and I'm going to do my subtraction. All right, so I got to borrow to do the subtraction. Borrow 1 off of this, it's a 3. 15 minus 6 is 9. 3 minus 1 is 2, nothing here. Bring down the 4. Bring down the 4. So I got 294. All right, so I know from what I did before, 36 times 7 was 252. That's probably not close enough. I'm going to go ahead and do 36 times 8. 36 times 8 to see how close I can get to that 294. 8 times 6 is 48. 8 times 3 is 24. Plus 4 is 28. So 36 times 8 ends up being 288. That's really close. I'm going to use 8 right here, 36.8 times 8, get 288. Subtract, I'm going to have to borrow, this is going to drop to an 8, that's a 14 now. 14 minus 8 is 6, and that's it, 6. Let's bring down the next digit, 3. Okay, so 36 into 63. Actually, 36 into 63 is only going to go one time. 1 times 36 is 36. Let's subtract that. To do that, I'm going to have to borrow. That's a 5 now. That's a 13. 13 minus 6 is 7. 5 minus 3 is 2. All right, I'm going to bring down my next 7. All right, now I'm back up to 277. I'm close to some of the numbers I was working with over here. Remember, 36 times 8 was 288. 36 times 7 is 252. I need it to be less than 277, but as close as I can get. So I'm going to use the 36 times 7 right here. 7. 7 times 36 right there is 252. 252. All right, I'm going to subtract. I'm going to get 5. I'm going to get 2. And I'm going to bring down this last 0. Okay, now at this point, I'm trying to, this is what I'm rounding, the 7. I'm only interested in whether or not it should stay a 7 or if it should go up to an 8 because of what comes after it. So really, what I'm kind of interested in knowing, 36 times what is close to 250? Well, I know 36 times 7 was 252. 36 times 6 was 216. It's probably going to be 6. This number is going to be a 6. Now, I'm not going to worry about doing any other work from that. I know right now that that 6 is going to go ahead and bump this up to an 8. So my monthly payment on what I was buying, on what I borrowed to get that furniture is $68.18. $68.18. When I round it to the nearest cent, the second decimal place is the nearest cent using that next number. And so I want you to go back and jump into your own practice problem that sent you here, and you do one for yourself, or 2 or 3. Use your calculator to check yourself as you go if you like. But get some practice in on this very practical problem of monthly payments. And I will see you next time.